Alright, I've been sitting here in my hotel room. I got one done. Put it back in my camera, the USB card, micro USB card. I should have done this last night. I had no idea it was going to take this long, but this one started at about 9:50 and we're at 72%. I'm like, good Lord. So I'm not going to leave till I get this one done. Alright, I checked out at that marina. It took forever for those downloads to come down, to get on the computer. I was having some problem with it, but I got two of them clear. So I got this one and another one, which I think will last me until I get to Kent's house, and then I've got some more coming, and I'll see if Kent knows a better way to download those things, because it was just ridiculous. But anyways, so we're heading out. We're gonna hit the bay. It's kind of overcast today. The dude cleaning on his boat. Nice people in visit in the morning, and she is smoking. Too many people. I'm sure these people in the marina don't like this two-stroke. Keeps the bugs away though, that's for sure. Alright. Alright. That is we got some watermelon. Pretty marina. Hope I don't need them. Alright, so these videos, I've been looking at them when I was downloading them. They stink. I'm glad I didn't get into that field, because I would have been fired I don't know how many different times. But you know, it's a learning experience, so hopefully by the end of the trip they'll have come together fairly well for an amateur. Right now it's like some 5-year-olds doing it. And I watched a lot of YouTube videos too. So I started this trip on Sunday, October 1st, and I don't know what day it is. It's Friday. So I'm in day 5 technically. I've always wanted to do this trip. I had a good friend of mine die years ago, and then another good friend of mine died recently. And I'm like, you know what? I'm retired. Retired with the Virginia State Police, 26 years of service. Crazy stories. But that's for another YouTube thing or GoPro thing, whatever. But anyways, I wanted to go up the Chesapeake Bay, man. I've never done it. I've been up and down parts of it, but never been all the way up and down it. And I love the bay. I've had a draw to it my whole life. I don't think I can ever live anywhere away from it. If I do, it's going to have to be somewhere similar to this, which I don't know of a place, but I'll leave that option open. But it's A, the draw of the water, and B, the bay, because when you grow up around it, you know, it tends to become your home. And I kind of feel like this is my home, this whole bay area, but I've never really saw it all. So that's what this venture is all about. I've got a few things that I'm doing at night, reading, writing that little journal that my daughter gave me. I haven't filled it out. I think she probably gave it to me 2 or 3 years ago. But she's having a baby, so I want to pass this along to her child. And she'll know what her grandfather is if something happens to me and she doesn't know me when she gets older. So that's another reason. So I've been working on that journal, reading a few books, and then going to bed, because I get tired easily at 57 years old. It takes a lot out, especially that first day. Jesus Christ, that was a harrowing experience. I mean, I've been in rough water like that. The problem is that I had this boat loaded down so much, and that's dangerous. I mean, I'm an avid boater, but I'm no mariner. I should have paid attention a little bit more. I didn't have the common sense to turn around because I had been so committed to doing this trip. But if it had been any other time, I probably would have turned around. But considering the culmination of what I wanted to do, my lifelong, dream, it's not a fantasy, it's a dream. Dreams are achievable. Fantasies are just fantasies. And it was a dream of mine to do this. And I wasn't going to let it go, no matter what. So I, muscled through it. Being a trooper for 26 years teaches you a little bit about grit. You got to have it to begin with, but it definitely solidifies some of your metal. Makes it harder. And I needed it that day for sure. I couldn't record anything. May have gotten a few parts at the beginning, but once I got out on the open bay, it was bad. All right, so we're getting ready to get out here in the mouth of the Tuxedown, I think. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thing off because I want to get on the plane. Beautiful coastline. One thing I had noticed on the Chesapeake Bay, there are hundreds of thousands of houses on the bay. So that's where I wanted to camp last night. But that, again, it was a state park. They have those signs right there that's you're not allowed to camp. No overnight camping, but I think I got a good spot tonight. So I'm gonna go to that spot after I get gas. I'll probably be there around 5, set up camp, and cook some dinner. I didn't eat breakfast at that hotel, so I'm good all day. Chesapeake Bay. I mean, the sunrises on this side are good. The sunset's over there. But right there is where your sunrise comes into. Oh, hold on. Sunrise that way. Sunset that way. Get my bearings straight. Driving the boat. But yeah, every house, every available piece of land seems to have a house on it. Beautiful house, and I wouldn't have one on the bay. I'd like to have it in a creek somewhere, so if it gets rough, if it's rough out here, it's not calm very often. These are some rare days in October. October's the cruising month, honestly, because the bay's usually laid down most of the time, except for those storms that come through, and they last a couple days, and then it'll settle back down again. But this is the perfect time to travel. That's why I'm doing it. Tag on it. Another freaking net. Yeah. I mean, these guys got to make a living. What I don't like seeing in those boats that I saw, or the ships that I saw yesterday, those big ones, like ocean-going looking boats or ships, giant nets that they drop a mile or two of net and just grab everything in sight. It's based out of Reedville. I don't know why they allow that. Pretty though. Alright, you can see that in the distance. It looks like I'm in the 1800s or 1700s. It looks like a pirate ship or something. That's crazy. I'd love to get close to it, but it's in the channel and I'm not going out that far. So I don't know if you can see that. There's a dome over those treetops. I think that's the nuclear power plant. bunch of warnings or whatever, the sirens go off, procedures on how to stay safe or whatever. So I'm sure that probably powers a lot of DC. And I think that's what it is. And I have no idea what that is. I've never seen it. I've never been up this far. Alright, so I'm thinking that this is some sort of fuel dock. Maybe they're large container ships. There's one a lot smaller at the Yorktown oil refinery that looks like this. It's a lot smaller, but it's on the York River, and it's got a bridge that connects it to the land. This one doesn't. So I'm thinking that that's what it is. And maybe that's not a power plant. Maybe that's where they store the gas that comes out of the ships that come in here. I don't know. I'll figure that out though. I want to know that. So I'm not going to get much closer, but I wanted to show striations in these cliffs. You can tell there, all in here, that gray contrast to the clay contrast. I'm not a geologist, I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool looking. It's good to show you how old this earth is. It's crazy. Okay, that is obviously the nuclear power plant. I've been to the one numerous times off the James River, Missouri nuclear power plant. I can tell that's the power plant. So that other thing had to have been some sort of bunch of giant fuel tanks. So just to show you how alone you are sometimes. I know that's the shoreline, but there is no one out there. So, I had this seagull flying with me for about 10 minutes. He caught a fish, came over, showed it to me, and then ate it, and then went down and got a drink of water. And I think he's flying around looking for more. Alright, I think this is Allen Beach. It's a marina down there. It's where my plant fuel stops. And then I'll head that way for about another hour. And that'll put me at probably 3 o'clock. Alright, I put sunscreen on, so I don't even know if it's all soaked in or not. So I decided to pull into this one here. This is Harrington Creek Marina. I'm thinking they got gas. I didn't hear them. But look at all them damn sailboats and big boats. They gotta have gas. I was gonna go to that one, but that's a little far away. I'm not hurting for fuel, but it's a little bit closer. Besides that, I want to get a shirt on. Other than this short sleeve shirt, this is like a sun shirt, and it's starting to get a little chilly. So, all right, I'm gonna go down this creek here. The boats are incredible, and you know I love boats. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you. I mean, they're not mega yachts, but they're definitely coastal cruisers. Beautiful boats. All right, I just finished fueling up, and now I'm headed. Next hour and a half, I think I'll probably be at the campsite area. Hopefully, it's going to be good. Look at all these seagulls. They're on the rocks chilling. Pretty cool. right. The first place I went to, the sand was gone. The beach was gone. Google Maps is not a reliable indicator of what's there when you get there. But anyways, I'm gonna scope this place out and hopefully it's gonna go. If not, I still have a couple hours to find a place. But there's really not many places on the western part of the bay, especially when you get closer to the metros areas like DC and Annapolis, that you can park, pitch a tent, because there's houses. I mean, look at this. See, there's houses all up in there. And I don't want it on the open bay, so this is kind of protected. If it gets to blow during what part of the day, whatever, I can tuck the boat up over here, or vice versa over here. But I just don't want to be worried if the wind picks up, because we are kind of on the open bay. I mean, that's the bay. So I was kind of wanting a protected area, but it's the best I could do. Looking at Google Maps and not having ever done this before, so, and not knowing the area. I've never been up this far. So the western side is relatively rural, and it has got a lot of islands. Some of them are inhabited, but most of them aren't. So it's the problem we'll be getting through this leg, and then the final leg when I get to Delaware Monday, the Delaware Canal, Chesapeake and Delaware Canal. That will be the hard part, is on the way back Monday afternoon, is finding a camp spot, because that's still near the Route 50 bridge. It's pretty populated. I didn't see too many places on Google Maps to park it for the night. But if I have to keep moving along and pitch a tent right at sunset and get down a little further where I can get some good places to go, then I'll have to do that. But you just have to wait and see. But I'm gonna scope this place out. All right, I think I'm gonna stay here actually. I'll see how it gets later on in the evening if anybody comes down and does a walk. But all I have to do is wait till dark. I doubt anybody's gonna come after dark. And I'll just scoot out of here first thing in the morning. And I mean, that's my plan anyways. I don't have to worry about making breakfast or nothing. I'll just pack up my tent and chair and go. So I think this might work. Get my tent out and see how it goes. All right, well, I'll say give it a shot. I don't know. Kent, he dropped me Ken dropped me another spot, but it's like literally like a mile from his dock, and I kind of wanted a little bit of a drive before I made it there. He doesn't mind if I stay here or over there, but I'm hoping that this is gonna work, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna try this other spot. I saw it, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month. I really didn't think much of it because I thought these other spots were gonna be really good. But it's not turning out that way. It's too crowded on this side. So I'm gonna try it. I'll turn it on when I get there. All right. So I got a little time to kill, so I'm just gonna start looking around for some places. And I like that spot. It's kind of wooded. There's no beach to it, which is fine. I just don't want a house right next to me, because I know how these people are, man. They'll come out here and fuss at you and whatever. Try to call the law on you. I don't know. Maybe this is some sort of state park, I guess. I don't know. But I don't see any no trespassing signs. And that's what I've been looking for, like protected, prohibited, or anything like that. So I don't know who owns it, but whoever does, I thank them if I'm going to be allowed to camp here. Looks like I have a sailboat right there. Small one. There's no houses back here, so whatever he's doing, he's in there for the night. It's a good place to tuck away. So we'll see. Alright, I don't think anybody's in that boat. Looks like he's been sitting there a while. If he's living on it, he's like a hobo or something. So I doubt very seriously there's anybody on that boat. Probably somebody parking it because they don't want to pay rent somewhere. But I'm just poking my head in this little creek, seeing if there's anything more appealing. As of now, I don't see it. That wouldn't be bad if I could get on it. Someplace where I can get to my boat if I need to. It's low tide now, so I know I got plenty of water in here. Down on the coast and this wouldn't happen. It'd be a half a foot of water in this thing. But I got 3 feet. Alright, I'm gonna scope this place out. Maybe under that cedar tree, I don't know. We'll see. I can't believe I got this much water this close to the shoreline. Alright. Let's see what we got. Two strokes are noisy.
Aquila 3, Aquila 3, Aquila 3, this is Ginger 16.
Alright. Knife broke. Nice. Alright, it's low tide. So I got about a 2-foot rise. I'm hoping that that's fine. If not, I might go over there. I might check that out first. But I'm gonna pull my tent out. See if it'll fit on that thing. That'd be a perfect spot. You know, I'm so close to my friend's house. Right around the corner. I could go over there, but that's not what I came out here to do. I spent a night in a hotel last night, and then 2 nights with my friend, Joe Marnick. Technically, I've only camped out twice. That's not, I know the other side's gonna do nothing but camping on the beach. This side's kind of tough. All right, well, you can tell somebody's already did all the hard work for me. Put that up there. Looks like they made this for a tent, honestly. But it looks pretty good. Home sweet home. I'll go over here and look just in case I don't like it when I get everything set up. Whoa, Nelly. Yeah, it's kind of a thicket in there. Briar bushes ain't no fun. don't know why they destroyed their table. Maybe the weather got it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get my sea monster knife out in case I run across an unfriendly snake. And my my rake. My rake is probably better, actually. Shoo them away. But I think this is going to work. All right. So I've got the campsite like probably like 95% done, and it's looking pretty good. And I got some pillows, and I think I've shown inside of it. It's tight, but that's exactly what I wanted. So it's good. And got a little rain jacket right there in case I wake up and it's raining. And get to the boat. I got my full rain gear in there too. It's in a trash bag. And if it does start raining tonight, I'll throw that over this because I don't trust this thing. I don't want to wake up super wet. And I'm having a hamburger tonight on the grill, or not on the grill, but in this pan. I'll use that little stove and finish cleaning everything up. But so I'm at low tide pretty much right now. So at 6 o'clock tomorrow it'll be low tide, so that'll be good for me to wake up, put the stuff in the boat. I'll have a high tide tonight. My friend, he's been here before. He's never camped on this platform, but he's been here quite a few times, and he said he's never remembered the water coming up to the tent, which would suck, but I don't think it's going to. But I could have stayed with him tonight, but I just wanted to be out on the water. And last night I was in a hotel room, and you know, I know I've said this before, but I just wanted my experience doing this for the better part of every night, being on the water. But I understand it doesn't work out like that every night, but it'll have to work out like that on the shore side, because I don't have anywhere to stay. But it's good that I'm staying with Kent tomorrow night. We'll be going to the boat show in Annapolis and looking at all the new boats. All right, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I moved the tent back a little bit because there's the water, and it gives me a place where I don't have to pull out that little pan that I wash my feet in once I take off my shoes and I'm in the sand. So I think it'll work. Only thing I don't like about this though, it's has a little bit more tilt on it. Right here was relatively flat. This one's going to make me roll down to the shore. Hopefully not, but it does have a tilt to it. All right, I am zipping it up for the night. The mosquitoes out there will carry you away. I got my light. Hopefully I left it open. Hope I didn't get too many bugs in here. Got a big old burger on that little grill, a little camp stove. Boat looks like it's good. So, and I can reach out. I got a flashlight, 2 flashlights, a knife right there if I need it. I got another one down here. Getting close to being halfway done. It's been a good trip so far. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm here in Annapolis for a couple days, so it's not really going to matter. I think it's supposed to be getting chillier later in the week, next week. So, but I got the sweatpants and sweatshirt, and I'll be fine. I think it'll be as long as the wind holds off, which I think if it's going to blow, it usually comes out of the north or northeast, and that's always hard. So if I get a southwest wind, it's probably not going to be too bad. A south wind, usually they're not too strong, but it'll be easy if it's a north wind because it'll be in following seas. And coming up here, I was either dead on or quartering, which is the best actually if you're going against the waves. But it still beats you to death. But I've been lucky. I only got beat to death one day, and the other days have been so calm. I couldn't believe it. And next week is supposed to get a little chillier, so we'll see how it goes. So I figured I'd come out and record at night. I wish I would have done this the other night when the stars were out. But I don't know if this thing picks up very well at night. I mean, I guess it does. It's a GoPro. It's supposed to be really good. And I don't know if you have to adjust the settings on it for nighttime. I guess I should probably look at that. I probably should have looked at that before I came out here, but I really wasn't planning on recording at night. It's not going to be like that over on the shore. It's going to be all dark and very little light. But I think this is pretty cool. I have my own little deck overlooking the water with my boat right there. You can't beat that.